I'm so honored to be here at this podium, knowing what this means for our work of liberation and collective redemption. I have been inspired for many years to think about what it means to be out where people are, both at the Quaker Meeting House, where next year our food ministries will be in their 10th year. And what you learn then is you learn something about what it means to be a presence with people. To be a presence with people just like we are present now does not mean that you assume you know the answers. It means that you simply sit with them and let them be with you. In that ministry of presence, what we learn is that we have to get out of the boxes in which we confine ourselves, as the pastor talked about earlier, about the who, what, when, and where, that we constantly construct as edifices out of which we can't crawl out. And what that means is people then can sit and listen, much like is the nature of God. No matter how we show up, no matter how we are present, to listen to us in the fullness of what we need and our being as those that are his children, her children, made in their image. Showing up for people and listening, the one story that comes to my mind is someone who showed up, was just talking with us as I am speaking with you now. And after speaking for about a minute, he began sobbing and then disclosed what was confining him in his narrative. He had just been diagnosed with HIV and was thinking of ending his life. And right there out on the street, on the spot, we engaged in ministry of not just prayer, but being present with him to help him imagine what tomorrow would be like. The ministry of prayer is not about the words that you say. It's often just being available to fully absorb the words that someone else doesn't know how to direct. And Linda and I have been doing the work together, and I'm so grateful for her presence in this ministry. And Linda will share her experience.
Thank you, Zay. About 1.5 years ago, I heard that Zay was doing this ministry. I didn't even know Zay. But when I heard it, I just felt something in my gut, in my heart, and I went, I want to do this. And so I approached Zay and I said, you don't know me, but I'm an old white woman, and it may or may not be helpful to have me out there, but may we give it a try? And he said yes, gratefully, and I learn from you whenever we're together. So the two things that people who live on the margins often say is, I feel invisible and disconnected. And so as Zay said, what we do is we sit with people. So Zay and I each have a chair behind the table, and then we each have a chair to our side. And so we're often dealing with individuals. And sometimes someone will sit down and just be in silence. And so we follow where they are with their energy. Sometimes somebody will sit down and be sad and be in tears. And so we sit with them, sometimes offer a hand if that's appropriate, sometimes offer a prayer. But our role is to do what Namaste means. The God in me honors the God in you. And for that moment, we are together in love, we are together in spirit, we are together. And so I'm deeply grateful always to Cecil for leading the way, to Marvin for your loving support, to Zay, my partner. I learn from you every time we're together, and I'm so grateful. So, I am Linda.
And I am Zay. And we are Glide.